Hi there, it's Karen Ford with KBF Money Managing. Faith for Finances in 5. We're just doing 5 minutes each week on Thursdays at 7:45 in the morning. Let's talk about how to get money motivated. I've coached and talked with a lot of people that want to get out of debt, but they're not really that motivated. So let's go over a few tips that you can go ahead and put in your hands. Number 1, fill out a vision board, a dry erase board, some type of bulletin board. Put those goals down, written down. Why do we write them down? Because if they're not written down, they're really not real. And how will you know if you're going to attain it? In the Bible, it says, write the vision that they may run that read it. They can't run unless they can read it. We can't really run towards the goal unless we see the goal. I'm thinking of a marathon when there are many runners. Their goal is to get through the end. Their goal is to get through that finish line tape. We can't get through the finish line tape unless we see where the finish line is. So write down those financial goals that you have. Welcome everybody. I enjoy your likes and your comments. Like and share. The second thing that we can do is we need to set specific goals. Now we're not just talking words on paper. We're talking number goals. In other words, you might have a goal, let's get out of debt in 5 years. Well, let's put the attachment to that. Are you $20,000 in debt? We'll pay off $20,000 in debt by this particular date. Now that may seem far off. Oh no, it's going to take 5 years. Well, it was probably going to take you a lot longer before you thought about it and figured it out on paper. Then look at, all right, how are we going to do it? Each year, this needs to happen. We may have to make some sacrifices. Oh, shudder the thought. But you know, if anything is worthwhile, we will make the sacrifices that we need to make so that we can attain the goal. The marathon runner gets up at 5 in the morning. They practice, they work out, they make sure they're in shape. They're on there over and over and over again so that they can attain the winning part of the marathon. Another thing, another goal that we can look at to ensure that we are money motivated is we need to love ourselves. What? What, Karen? What do you mean? We need to love ourselves enough. Do you know that most people shop and spend money because they're depressed or sad or they need a quick fix? It's their crack, so to speak. Just saying. We need to value ourselves to not go into debt. You know what? I value myself enough that I'm just not going to go shop for the sake of shopping. So we pay off debt because we value ourselves. Something else that will keep us motivated is keep bite-sized monetary goals. In other words, if you're wanting to get out of debt in 5 years and that amount of debt is $20,000, how are we going to do it? Let's bring it down to bite-sized goals. I'm thinking of the illustration, if an elephant walks in the room and someone says, eat that elephant, it can look overwhelming. It can seem unattainable, but we eat the elephant one bite at a time. So how do we get out of debt? We set those goals, the end goal date, and then we set up smaller, shorter term goals so we can attain the big goal. Something else, get rid of those toxic financial thoughts. Oh, I'll never get out of debt. Well, you just prophesied over yourself. Let's not do that. Let's say, I am going to get out of debt. I'm going to do what I need to do to get out of debt. I am wealthy. You know what? I've heard so many people say, I'll never get that. I'll never get that. And you know what happens? They never do, because they don't believe that they can. And belief begins with a thought. So we have to change our thinking. When you get that thought in your head, get it out of there and say, you know what? I am getting out of debt. This is going to be some sacrifice and some work on my part, but I can do this. Change the thoughts. And as you change the thoughts, you're going to start saying it. And as we say it, we believe it. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. What are you saying? Speaking what we say is a result of what is on our mind and what's in our thoughts. Okay, something else. We need to savor. Appreciate what we have right now. No, I don't need new living room furniture. I appreciate the living room furniture that I have. No, I don't need that new Rolls Royce or Mercedes or Toyota. I don't have to have a new car. I can appreciate and savor the vehicle that I have and be thankful for it. And then last but not least is get a money buddy, someone that's going to hold you accountable. If you're married, your spouse needs to hold, each of you needs to hold each other accountable. If you're not married, then get an accountability partner that will hold your feet to the fire. In other words, it's not somebody that you're going to go shopping with and you see a pair of shoes that you'd really like to have, but your accountability partner can't be the one that says, oh, they look great, get 10 pairs. No, you need someone that's going to speak truth to you and say, you know what, those shoes look great on you, but right now is not the time. We need to wait a few weeks. So I hope that these tips helped you out. I enjoy your likes, your comments, and share. Join me next week, next Thursday, for Faith for Finances in 5, next Thursday morning at 7:45 a.m. Thank you.